Welcome back, one and all, whoever may be watching this. This is the Outer Worlds. I just decided, sort of between now and the last video, that I might go talk to Phineas and just suss out who he is a little bit more, if that's even possible. Along the way, I picked up a new crew member by the name of Felix, and I don't quite know how I feel about him. But in general, I don't really know how I feel about any of these people.
Oh my gosh, Felix, you got to hear this. Guess who the villain was in this week's Virginia Yang Girl Detective? Mr. Bertie Holcomb, that toss baller!
That's the episode with Ruth Bellamy, right? Been meaning to catch that.
Oh, excuse me.
Interesting. Okay, I might talk to him a little bit later. So we'll just follow Parvati. Who apparently doesn't know how to walk fast. This is like one of my only issues with games. Like, it's kind of neat when they get people to walk from one point to another, but they generally do it so slow. And then you get stuck behind them, or it just, you know, can become a bit of a wild mess.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Right, this is not where I wanted to go, but I picked up this distress call. Can you play it back for me?
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
Know anything about the automechanical gathering dust in the janitor's closet?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
Talk to you later, Ada.
I'll be here.
Didn't Mass Effect Andromeda have some kind of computer system that was called SAM? That was so long ago and I barely remember that game. I didn't even finish it. I don't even know how far I got through it, but I don't know, that just rings some kind of bell.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud.
Okay, so then where do I go to find him?
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess, sir. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Interesting.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
Any chance you could repair that monitoring device?
The one I gave you before your pod landed? Ruined beyond repair. Impossible to find replacement parts. That's Halcyon Manufacturing for you. Don't worry about it. I'm reasonably certain you're not going to spontaneously expire. No need to monitor your recovery.
You shot me into space, you lunatic. I'm lucky I survived at all.
Nonsense. There's no such thing as luck. Only well-calculated margins of error. You survived that fall in 85 out of 100 simulations.
You could have asked me before shoving me into an escape pod.
Oh, balderdash. You hadn't yet recovered your faculties of speech. What was I to do? Dear so-and-so, would you like to be shoved into an escape pod? Blink twice for yes? Still, I admit I may have been a touch hasty, even thoughtless. I do apologize if I rushed you.
For what it's worth, I appreciate you pulling me out of the hoop.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals.
I wanted to talk to you about something else.
Of course. What's on your mind?
There's some reason you're hiding behind bulletproof glass?
Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
Good to know he's stocked up on toilet paper. Got a moment to talk?
Absolutely. Let's talk.
Do you ever leave your lab?
Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia.
That's not what I meant. Do you have some kind of life outside your work?
Life outside work? No, of course not. My life is my work. For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my work. An entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me, up to us to set things right. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know.
Why are you so obsessed with reviving the Hope's colonists?
Because we've lost our way, the board has a stranglehold over this colony, and we've all been conditioned into total obedience. The Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you, people who haven't been corrupted by the board. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No
You mentioned something about needing special chemicals. Is that why?
Precisely. The chemical I need is dimethyl sulfoxide, a rare, potent, essential to reviving long-frozen bodies. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the hope. Get it?
I'm glad to hear that. Everyone on the Hope is depending on us.
We'll do our very best to save them all. I'd best get back to work. I can feel my last dose of caffeinoid fading.
I mean, that little chat didn't really help clear up anything except make him a little bit more relatable, kind of. I'm still not sure who to trust.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
So, where is the rose petal? Rosemary. Rose something or other. Oh, okay, I should go talk to Parvati. Let's do that. Gotta keep my companions happy. I should probably also talk to Felix, but I might just do that before I record.
So I was watching the serial the other night, yeah?
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Sure.
So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages? I got him here on my datapad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
Comes from the heart, you'd say?
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. The trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. It made my chest hurt, kinda.
Sounds like she likes you.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
Everybody's different. Don't worry about it.
When folks start implying you're a little different from an automechanical, you start to wonder. I guess I just needed to talk. I'm feeling a touch better. Thanks for hearing me out, Captain. I actually had another message from Junlei, I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. but I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel?
Whoa, that went downhill fast. You're looking a little rough.
They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
They were close. Not anymore?
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope?
If that's what you want, next time we hit the Groundbreaker, drinks are on me.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be ready.
Okay, but that's... oh, actually, I guess that is what I wanted to talk to her about. Sweet. Oh, maybe I should just talk to Felix while we're here.
Good to see you, boss.
So, how'd you end up on the Groundbreaker?
Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays.
And then you were raised by a pack of sprats, right?
That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. I always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way.
You were a stowaway?
That's what they called us. Orphans with no family, no company to take us in, nowhere to go but the back bays. The word's a touch kindlier than Rungleech, but the meaning's just as clear. If you can't support your own self, you don't deserve to be on the Groundbreaker.
How did you manage?
Same way we all do. Look for work and hope somebody would give me a shot. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on.
What happened between you and your foreman?
Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
So you defend the honor of your team?
Exactly. I was only doing what any self-respecting Rangers fan would have done. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Former dock worker, anyway. That's all in the past now. I'm over it. And he's in recovery, probably.
If we have a disagreement, I expect you to be civilized.
Oh, I can do civilized. Proper civilized, too. Genuflecting and everything. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives.
You can thank me. You can thank me by not giving me any trouble.
That's just crazy talk. You know we'd never have a problem. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
So he's the troubled companion. The one who's had the hard life. And we have to break into his soft little heart there. Maybe, if I care. Alright, I don't want to go to the bar. Oh, okay, so we have to go to Terra 2. Done.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
That looks like a grenade launcher. What the mess? Okay, I have to level him up. Yeah, let's down threat generated. Up. Oh, okay. Okay, fine. Sorry, I thought we had another perk.
Please avoid damaging
Okay, well, I might take Pavati and maybe Felix, and we'll see how this goes.
yourself.
But I might just quickly... Okay. We have nothing more for him to use. Look, that's fine. That's what happens when you're too efficient.
No guards, huh? I like this place already.
Okay. So I guess now we get to find out what the mess is going on here. Okay, if that's not a barricaded entrance, then I don't know what is. Oh wow! Are we on that moon thing that had the rings? That is so neat. That was way too close for the other planet to make sense. Okay, so I'm assuming there's going to be a back door of some kind. Even though my objective marker is taking me back to Gladys. That's not helpful. So then maybe we don't have to go into the building? I'm very confused. Okay, well, I guess we'll just head on down yonder road and hope for the best.
Something chewed clear through that armor.
Oh, got another shotgun, that's nice. Alright, I'm on edge again.
Please, clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is punishable by a fine of no less than 10,000 bits.
Okay.
Warning. Having obstruction.
Hey, is that gunfire?
Definitely sounds like it.
I done had enough of this. I'm just the tarmac guard. No one said nothing about fighting no Rabs.
Did you send a distress call?
Distress call? From here? They told me that weren't allowed.
What? Why not?
Got me. I just do what I'm told, and I was told not to do such.
What happened here?
Alarms went off, Rabs broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get a wall between me and them beasts.
You said the Raps broke loose. Did you have them caged up?
Forget I said anything about that.
Well, what can you tell me about them?
Wish they tasted like Sissy Pig. Them's good eating.
Thanks. That's helpful.
Don't mention it. Anything else you'd like to know?
Can you tell me who's in charge?
Scientist, name of Anton Crane. Someone said he's panicking inside the comm center.
What were you doing outside?
What do you think? I'm the landing pad guard. I was standing out on the tarmac. Hell of a job until all this.
I'm just gonna take a look around.
Oh, before I forget. Auntie Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
Okay, so then Auntie Cleo and Spacer's Choice are two different companies, I guess? Now we need to find the comms. Oh, yep, the building that has comms right on top of it. That would be a good place to start.
If you've come to end my life, let's be on with it. Oh, not actually one of them, are you?
You must be Anton Crane.
I must apologize if my call diverted you. I may have panicked. Everything's under control now, though, truth be told.
Under control? That what you call hiding in an abandoned town surrounded by raptidons?
Standard operating procedure for suits, boss. They're all a bunch of cowards.
I'm not sure it's right to fault a man for trying to survive.
Let's hear him out before judging him. What happened here?
An attack. One that I'd wager was due to the nature of my research here.
But why cancel the distress call?
My research may not quite fall within legal parameters, so I'm under orders to maintain wireless silence. However, having your head used as target practice can addle one's thinking. I cut the call immediately once I'd gathered my wits. The Home Office can't know what's happening here.
I think they'd want to be notified first if anything happened here.
We're expendable resources, to be neglected and left to our fates were anything untoward to happen.
Indubitably. We'd very much not like for untoward things to happen. Harumph.
Mock all you like, but we signed up for this and knew the risks.
Yet you called for help. Sure, you don't want to cast some light on that?
Perhaps, if you can prove yourself worthy of trust. The fact that you're here now has me thinking you'd be someone not averse to risking your life, if the pay were right.
What do I need to do?
Hours ago, a group of vicious malcontents fell upon us, shot up our labs and loosed our research subjects, the Raptidons. If those cretins get their hands on my research, well, they'll need not kill me.
If you tell me what you're researching, I'd have a better idea of what's at stake here.
You have a point there. It most decidedly cannot make this situation any worse. All right. We were tasked with formulating a new and improved dental gel.
Wait, this is all about toothpaste?
One cannot exaggerate the benefits of good dental hygiene. May I continue?
Please do.
While doing research on enzymes specific to the Raptidon's digestive system, we developed an additive which we subsequently discovered to be the most effective appetite suppressant ever.
You can couch it however you like. It's still just toothpaste. Diet toothpaste.
Not just any diet toothpaste. The ultimate diet toothpaste.
It's not worth your life. I wouldn't care if it was the ultimate rocket fuel.
Oh, I'm certain it could be made into that as well, with only a few changes to its molecular composition. But you're missing the point. Let's focus for a moment, shall we? Even if you disregard the obvious value of Auntie Cleo's Apazap diet toothpaste in and of itself, we're talking about my career here as well.
Apazap?
Nice, is it not? Came up with that myself. It's a shame our marketing department is almost as befuddled as my co-workers here.
Say no more. I'll remove the cretins and retrieve your research. Do you want me to deal with the Raptidons too?
Yes, but don't kill their mother if it's avoidable. We've need of her to replenish our stocks. I think there's gas in the lab somewhere that can be used to put them out. The research is in the safe in my office. You'll have need of my code and keycard. The lab's entrance is in the side of a hill. You can't miss it if you just follow the road. You'll pass by the town's original by the Grand Architect. Jameson. He's in the old lab.
Who's Jameson?
My protege. I sent him to retrieve some metabolic precursors, and I forgot him.
I'll find him.
That would surely lighten the weight on my conscience, as I am held to account for the well-being of every scientist here. Too many have been lost. Too many black marks against my name, as it were. And far too much paperwork.
I don't believe their lives mean nothing more to you than paperwork.
Of course they do. Please don't mistake my ambition for callousness.
What should I mistake it for? Compassion?
If my colleagues refuse to take their lives seriously, why should I? All they do is complain. They refuse to see the opportunity afforded us here.
Just wanted to hear you admit that you are heartless. Thanks.
Believe what you will, but I'm not the manipulative, ego-driven person you think me to be. I'm not.
I guess I'll just have to take your word for it. Oh great, now I've got 2 people staring at me. Jeez. I wonder how excited Gladys is going to be when she finds out this is all about some kind of special toothpaste. I mean, surely there has to be something more to it than that. Oh, yes, please. Okay, well, we just have a million quests to do now. So I shall end this video here, and we might spend a video or 2 hanging out here in Roseway, wherever we are, trying to get to the bottom of this toothpaste dilemma. Can't fault this game for its originality. That was just a bit of a hilarious moment. Okay, so we'll pick this up in the next video. On that note, I'll see you on the flip side. Bye!